Hello, everyone. Chris Davis here. Just thought I would give you a little cheeky podcast just to give you the rundown of the week. It's been a strange week. It's one of those weeks, I'm not sure exactly. I've had no energy whatsoever. Last week was really good. I was up all the time. I was writing a lot of things going on in my head that I was able to actually sit down at the desk and get on paper. And then bam, today is Monday, and last Sunday, no, exactly a week ago today, like last Monday, I just couldn't really get out of bed, couldn't really do some things, couldn't watch TV, couldn't read, concentration levels were almost zero. I had two highlights of my week. One was doing a little Wandering Barman show for a couple of friends of mine. It was just 7 people. It was their birthday. They asked me months ago to do it. So I was obliged to do it. It was good fun. And then Thursday night I had some people around for dinner. That was beautiful. But other than that, I just could not get myself out of bed. Like I didn't leave the house from Thursday night until Sunday night. Just stayed at home, and that was Sunday night was just to go down by the canal and make a phone call, and then I came home. Today was good. Today I went out and I walked like 6 hours around Berlin. Movement is a virtue, by the way. It just clears the head. It just gets the bones and the muscles and all those that small adrenaline that you need just to kind of keep going. It's difficult to do though, you tell yourself that, it's almost like when you are that down, when you are that kind of depressed, what's good for you, yet you still don't do it. So anyway, it was alright. Like I wasn't like suicidal or anything, but I just had no energy to do anything. I think it's because I have no deadlines, there's no jobs at the moment to do. So I don't know. It's weird. If you've got a job, you have to be someplace, you have to interact with people, you have to interact with your job. So you've got that, and then you can come home and chill out and at least feel like you've done something with your day. But when you've no deadlines, when you don't have that to get up to, and I'm going to refer to myself as an artist throughout this thing. And I hate calling myself that because anyone that knows me truly is just going to laugh at me and be like, what are you talking about, an artist? But, as much as I hate to say it, like I am one now. I went full time on this. I jumped ship, man. I went from full time working in bars to doing full time comedy, full time writing, and everything was hunky dory up until Corona. I was getting some really good jobs. I was working a lot. I was making money. And quite frankly, any artist will tell you the same thing. If you can pay your rent and pay your bills and still have a little bit left over so that you can, go out for a meal from time to time and go out and spend some time with your friends, you're rocking it. You're absolutely rocking that. That's you, a successful artist. Anything over and above that is just absolute pure bonus. So I tried to get myself up and going on Saturday morning. I said to myself, right, I've got this. And I wanted to clean my gaff because my gaff is usually really quite tidy. I'm quite a tidy person, but it was dirty, like in the corners there's just mounts of fluff that look like rats. The cooker, the stuff on the stove would cook itself every time you put on the gas hob. And I said, right, I got all the cleaning products from under the sink and I've just put them all on the table, and I was like, I'm going to use all of you. I want to use every single one of you. And it took a lot to get that energy, but I done it. And like the first thing I wanted to do after putting all the cleaning products on the table ready to use, I went to take the bin out, just put it outside the door, and I'm in my underpants and I go out, I tie up the bag, I put it outside, And I've got all my windows open and the wind just shuts the door behind me, bang. Locked out. And I'm sitting there in my underpants, no phone, no money, no keys. I can't go outside, barefoot. And I'm like, oh no. So I live on the 4th floor. There's one floor above me. There's one person across from me. The guy above me, he's on holiday in France. I know that because I'm looking after his plant. It's in my gaff. Coincidentally, by the way, incidentally rather, the fucking thing's dying on me. This beautiful big palm tree looking thing, right? It's not just like a little plant in a pot. It's like a huge kind of 40 centimetre diameter pot. And it's got this huge, thing's tall as I am. These big massive leaves. And he's away for 2 weeks and he gives me it. And after a week, after like 5 or 6 days, 3 of the leaves just curl up and die. They turn into this perfect brown crisp. I mean, like, there's no going back on the thing. There's absolutely no going back on it. They are dead. They are gone. They are in plant heaven right now, looking down, kind of coaxing their other plant friend leaves up into the hemisphere. And I'm trying my best with my non-green thumb to be like, nah, this isn't happening. I'm going to try. And I give all this advice, like, you can overwater it, you can underwater it. This guy told me to just give it like a litre of water every Friday and it would be fine. It's looking okay now. He's coming down tomorrow morning to collect it. So I'm just going to, when he comes in, I'm just going to be like that. Right, hey, prepare yourself. It's going to be bad, but it's still alive. So anyway, I know he's away on holiday. So the only thing I can do is chap on the other side of the door. It's like the door across from me. And by the way, this is after 20 minutes of me just pacing around my landing outside going, what, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. How can this not be? How can you not have this in your head? How can you take out the rubbish and not think that the door will close behind you? So I chap on her door and she's like this mad Turkish woman. Like, I don't use the word mad lightly. Like, me and the guy upstairs are in communication of whether we should call the police or not. Because she screams and there's some domestic issues happening across the way. And I don't know, we don't know how to deal with it yet. So far, so good, it's okay, but... So she answers the door, she doesn't speak much German, she speaks zero English. And my only thought right now is I don't have any numbers in my head, I don't have anyone to call. I know the people that I want to reach to try and help me in this situation, but I don't have any numbers in my head, so I have to... I'm asking her, can I use your internet, basically? Can I use your phone for the internet? Can I put it down a handy for internet? And she's just not understanding anything. She's looking over her shoulder, like as if like to some imaginary person I'm talking to, right? Now, the thing that's going on in my head is I'm like, right, if I can get the internet, I'm going to look up Crazy Bastard Shop. Crazy Bastard Sauce Shop is the shop that my pal Jono runs. He makes this hot sauce called Crazy Bastard Sauce. And I'm thinking, if I can look up on the internet, Crazy Bastard Shop, get the phone number, on the Google, call that, get a hold of Jono somehow, who's got my spare set of keys, and get him to come here. Now, I don't have any phone that people can call back on, so I've got one call to make this happen. Just whoever it is on the other side, just call them, tell Jono this information. I'm locked out, I'm in my underwear, he has to get to me. I mean, I don't even know where John is. I've not spoken to John in about a week. He could be in Hanover for all I know. So I'm saying to her, internet, crazy bastard sauce. And she's like, I don't know. Like what? I'm sitting in my pants. Crazy bastard. So if she gives me the phone, I get to the fucking thing, it's all in Arabic. The keyboard on the phone is all in Arabic. I'm like, oh, for Christ's sake. How am I going to deal with this? I'm like, Deutsch Tastatur. That's keyboard in German. Tastatur, Deutsche Tastatur. So we finally managed that. I type in Crazy Bastard Sauce. I get the thing. And it turns out it's all good. My girlfriend, actually, Gemma, who's coincidentally working for Crazy Bastard Shop at the moment, she's labelling a lot of stuff. She was in the back. But it was hilarious. Because Because, like, your man picks up the phone. Hello, Crazy Bastards. Also, I'm like, dude, it's Chris. Is Jono there? No, Jono's, no, he's not here, man. I'm like, look, I took out the rubbish. I'm in my underpants. The door closed behind me. I've no phone. I've no money. I've no keys. He's like, this guy doesn't know who I am, man. I'm just this raving, ranting guy on the phone. So he goes, I'm like, man, you need to go to. He's like, I think Gemma's in the back. Gemma, yeah, get Gemma. So thankfully Gemma came to my aid. But I mean, obviously she comes down an hour later. She gives me the keys. I get in. She goes back, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Now I don't have, I've just got out my slump of kind of lethargic. And I'm finally got that bit, and just all gone. As soon as I get in, I'm like, get me under that bed. Get me under the duvet. Put The Simpsons on. And just get me into Dream World. And it's weird, like sometimes, like when you feel kind of, like one of the things that I do when I feel down is I kind of just love Dreamland. It doesn't matter where it is, doesn't matter what it is. You can just escape into that Dreamland. But it's dangerous, man, because you're just sleeping for 12, 14, 16 hours a day. But I'm fine, everyone has it. It's like a really common thing to have, Like everyone goes through it. I get it I guess I get like bouts of like this kind of weird depression of like anywhere between 3 to 7 days every 6 weeks. And it's not like suicidal or anything. It's not so bad. It's just I lose my appetite and I lose my kind of motivation to do anything. And all I want to do is just I don't even want to be by myself, but I don't want to be with other people. Get in touch if other people feel the same. I'm sure they do. But, if people are feeling like that, you're not alone. You're not alone. It happens to the best of us, But, yeah, that was that. And today I took a huge walk. And I had this other dilemma. I took a huge walk around Berlin, which I haven't done in a long time. And I found this wallet on the ground. And it was a ridiculous wallet. No one, someone lost this thing. It was like one of these Velcro wallets that was busting at the seams. Like, it looked like a 12-year-old's wallet that's just been given like all the old credit cards and all the old receipts from their parents just so that they can feel like a bit of a dude walking about town. They're kind of like trying to reach for that adulthood a bit too early. It was heaving with stuff. So I picked it up, right? And it was like 55 euros inside it. And every one of this guy's cards, we're talking credit card, debit cards, driver's license, ID card, another driver's license for the kind of, what do you call it? The Wohnwagen, the kind of one of these cars that are what do you call them? Not a caravan, like a caravan, but on a mobile, a fucking, whatever, a fucking, fucking Wohnwagen it is in German, look it up. One of these like little kind of Volkswagen camper van things. He's got a license for one of them as well. He's got his health insurance card in there, and some other membership stuff. And obviously, that's actually way more important than the 55 euros. So I was in a dilemma. Right, I was like, to cut a long story short, I have lost a shit ton of money in this city, right? I have lost and been pickpocketed many times, right? I've lost my wallet many times and totally unwarranted, right? Maybe, it's like I've been cycling home and it's fallen out my back pocket. But I remember this one time I was going to Malta. I was going to Malta 2 days later, right? And I went to kind of collect all the money that people owed me around the city. And I know that sounds like I'm an absolute drug lord, but it's not. It's just, I was working in a few different bars. I was kind of working black. Well, fuck it, I'll say it. I'd lended money to a few people over the past couple of months, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go to do my debt collector shit. And I'm going to go get it all. And I had like, at the end of it, I had like 450 euros in my wallet. And man, I swear to God, I wasn't drunk, nothing. I just was cycling home and it just kind of like scooched out my back pocket. And I didn't realise until the moment I got home And I was like, oh. And I knew the exact moment from when I'd used it last to when I'd got home. There was like a 20-minute window. So I tried to trace back the steps on my bike, obviously to no avail. I was raging. And I was like, look, man, like, see, just like, if my cards were in my wallet, if someone could have just found it and just, even they took 100 quid and left me with 350, boom, awesome. But no, some fucker just took 450 quid and my wallet and was like, nah, fuck it. Other time I lost 200 quid in the back of a taxi, you know, with the wallet as well. And I was like, ah. So basically what I'm trying to say is I found this wallet and I'm going through a conundrum. I'm like, is this it? Is this me? Is this my calling? Is this me taking the 55 euros, man? Fuck it, it's mine. And then I went through a conundrum. I'm like, I don't want to be the person that they were. I want to learn from my mistakes. I don't want to suddenly kind of victimize other people just because I've been victimized. So I went to the supermarket straight away because I was going to the supermarket anyway. I got some stuff. I was tempted. I will not lie. I was tempted to use the guy's debit card. You know, the contactless. I was tempted, man. I was tempted, but I held back. I never even used the 55 euros cash. I said, no, we're going to go home. We're going to think about this. So I said, right, okay. So we're home. And I fart about the gaff for a couple of hours, and then the wallet's just there staring at me on the kitchen table. So I go, right, okay. I flick through it and I go, right, okay. The guy's got the same health insurance company as me. So I go, okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to phone the health insurance company and I'm going to say, look, I'm a customer. I've found this wallet. He's also a customer. Can you contact him, say that I've found his wallet, and if you contact him, give him my number, he can call me and we'll arrange to meet. And my thinking of it was, look, at least you're trying to do a good deed. And if she doesn't, the woman on the other side of the phone, if she doesn't get through to him, then it's mine. Then it's mine. I'll throw the whole wallet minus the money in a letterbox, because that's what you do. You throw it in a letterbox, and someone will get it. So it will get returned to the local police authorities or whatever. Like I give a shit. So I called her. I called up the health insurance. She says, okay, that's a nice thing. Give me a minute, I'll try and call him. So she must have got a hold of him. She calls me back. She says, do you want me to give him your number? I said, yeah, okay, fine. She says, but she was actually really nice. She was like, look, you seem nice. He seems nice. Why don't you just call the whole thing off? Why don't you just do this? I was like, okay, give him my number. Fine, give him a fucking number. So 5 minutes later, I get a call on my mobile, right? Hi, man, I heard you're the hero of the day. And you know what I just thought, man? You know what I thought? I was like, fuck this guy. I was like, who are these people just walking through life, like getting good shit done for them because they themselves have made a mistake? There's me walking through life. Every time I lose fucking money, every time I lose my fucking portemonnaie, my wallet with all my cards in it, none ever comes back. None ever comes back. And I was like, that. There's me trying to do a good thing. There's me trying to do good karma. But you know what? Maybe it was good karma in the first place that I found that wallet. Maybe it was me. Maybe the karma was coming back to me. Maybe I was supposed to get that 55 euros. And I think that's what drew me in that direction, to just not get that back to him in the first place. I was like, no, you know what? No, this is, you deserve this, man. You need to learn a lesson. You need to keep your wallet tucked away somewhere safe. You have to go through the stressness, all this stress and the bollock of cancelling cards, reorder new ones, paying for them. But nah, because then I'm just like them. Then I'm just an asshole. And I don't want that. I want to just be true to myself. I want to remain the kind of person that would want to give it back. So that's what happened. So he calls up, hey, yeah, I heard you're my hero. I heard you're the hero of the day. Hi. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm your hero. Yeah. I found your wallet close to my gaff. Do you want Do you want to come round? And yeah, where do you, I just have to deal with the kids first and then I'll come straight to you. Oh God, the guy's got kids. Fucking hell. That actually made me feel sorry, man, because kids take up a lot of your time. He was probably stressed with his kids and he just kind of was distracted for a minute and he lost his wallet. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, man, I'm here. But you know that way where you just hear a voice and you just think you haven't suffered enough in life. You haven't, you know what? Like, I know, you just hear that voice and you go, I know that you're not even going to give me a reward for this. Not that I'm necessarily looking for one, but if you go to that effort of returning all the things that are involved in his wallet, the 55 euros included, I wasn't going to take the money. Like, you can't do that. You can't just take the money out and give him the wallet. Like, what kind of weird transaction is that going to be? Guy's just going to look at you like, man, I know there was 55 euros in here. Nah, you can't do that. You cannot do that. I could have said, here, man, I found the wallet, but there was no cash in it. I can't look the guy in the face and say that. You can't do that, man. No. So I said, look, but you know that, you just know the voice. Hi, you're my hero. Let me just deal with the kids and I'll come to you in 15 minutes. Yeah, and my racer bike that costs $1,200. And it's never been stolen, even though you use the most shitty lock that I could use a pair of scissors to cut through it. But because you live in a nice part of town, no one ever steals it. Meanwhile, the rest of us, man, have got clunky, crackly, shitty bikes so that no one steals it. So I said, okay, fine. So this guy's... You know what I thought of doing, man? Because everyone knows that there's 55 euros. Everyone knows how much money they've got in their wallet. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to put 50 euros worth of 10 euro crisp brand new notes in replacement of the 50 euro note. That's what I wanted to do, man. I wanted to go downstairs and I wanted to give him it and he would look in the wallet, because everyone would. You look in the wallet and you just see these 50 crisp, these 5 crisp 10 euro notes. And he would kind of like have a little moment of confusion. Have a little moment, and he would kind of look at you, and then you would just look at him, and hopefully he would get it. And he'd be like that, okay, right. Nah, here you go, man. Here's 30 euros. Here's 30 euros. Yeah, I get it. You've taken out the 50 euros, you put in 50 crisp 10 worth of 10 euro notes. I get it. Okay, no, I get it. I get what you're saying. I never even done that. I just went down, gave him it. Some rich guy from Switzerland. And he was nice. He looked like a guy that does yoga in the park on his own, but kind of wants other people to look at him. So he does it at a time of day where the park's just slightly busier than it needs to be. And he does all these poses, and he's got his like nice, sparkly racer bike propped up beside him. And his wallet hanging out his back yoga-ass pocket. Anyway, cut a long story short, he was nice. He gave me 20 euros. He said, here, man, go and buy you and your friends some beers. I was like, yeah, okay. You go on and live your life where nothing bad happens to you and you just pump out kids. And the only lesson that you ever teach them is that the world is good and full of good things. No, don't worry. If you ever lose anything, it'll be brought back to you. That's how society works. That's how the world works. This is Berlin. It's great. It's a beautiful, wonderful, honest, trustworthy place. Aye. So it was eventful. It was, aside from my kind of downward spiral all week, it was nice. I won't lie. It was a nice one. But nevertheless, you have to get out. You have to get out and do things, even if out means getting locked out your gaff and your underwear because you want to change the bin. Even if out means, you'll find something on the street and you can help someone out. It's you got to get out. That's the best advice I can give. I don't even meet anyone. Just if you're feeling down, get out. Maybe something good will happen to you. Maybe something shit will happen to you. But quite frankly, at least it's something. And something is always better than nothing. So man, yeah, that's me. That's the first podcast. Let me know what you think. Take care of yourselves out there, folks. Good night.